Okay, Sunday was much windier than Saturday, so this footage is a little shaky, but I tried my best to keep it steady. And later on during the day, I did pull out an umbrella to block the wind, and it did help. But you also got to realize too, from this low perspective, I was picking up a lot of the light being reflected off the water, which was causing some issues with trying to get it focused. This was the time lapse that I put out, earlier, but I wanted to just kind of show how high my tripod was and what the where the water was over the seawall. It was just over the seawall, and later on, that water was just about ready to come over the seawall. And if we didn't have the wind coming out of the west real hard, it would have came up over that seawall like it did on Saturday. Get your day straight, Dave. But it would have came over the wall, but that wind just kept that tide from coming in, because the tide was actually supposed to be a much higher tide. And you'll see that at the beginning of the video. I show the tide chart, or at the beginning of my footage when I start actually showing you my observations. But thank God I really didn't have to sit in water 2 days in a row. So actually, I was kind of thankful that the wind was blowing. But that does show you how the wind can affect the water, and how it can keep it from coming inland when the wind is blowing real hard out of the east. And when the wind's blowing hard out of the west, it will actually push the water in more toward the land. Today was a very high tide too. Wind wasn't as strong, but it's picking up because of the Hurricane Michael. So we just hope it doesn't hit us up here too hard in Florida. All right, well, I'm going to show you the, on this next part, I'll show you the height of my camera, and I'm just going to let the audio take over from here. And I want people to decide for themselves what they're seeing, not me tell them what they're seeing. All right, thanks a lot.
All right, wow, look at the glare. All right, about 28 inches is where my camera is sitting at this height, and this is where I was filming at today. And then you'd probably have to take off 6 inches of that, because I was below the seawall and the water was just about coming over the seawall. So I'm going to say that I was probably 22 to 23 inches, no more than 2 feet off the water. So just to show you that my ruler is up there, and that's the other way, on the other side. So I'm at the 28-inch mark, about in the middle of my camera. Alright, well, I just wanted to make a little video showing that. And, there's my proof.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
Well, you could have worked a better pan.
Oh.
You got all kind of holes.
Okay, I hope this will come in here. I might need to bring it in closer. And come on, get it focused. It's today. These are the high tides. I'm gonna have to try to focus this better. I could probably actually show you this at a later date too. That this is the tides and all. And it is today. And the time. Let me get the time in there. I don't know. It's gonna shut off on me. Here's the time that it is right now. Okay. So
Usually busy in the winter, we go back and drop it. There's a lot of states that recognize other states. Yeah, my next time I'll read you on Friday.
Boy, this is touchy. Focus it in, it ain't helping with it blowing. Come on, phone. Focus. There you go. Come on. Now I'm zoomed in. More on the corner. On a program setting, I programmed it. Well, come on. Like I said, it's hard to focus at this perspective because I'm at a low perspective, but there's that corner. I'm waiting for some boats to go by, but just want to show you that I'm still at this low perspective. Okay. Not far off the water at all. Shoot. Probably less than 2 feet at this point. So let's see what happens. And then I'll move my camera around a little bit too. Got a wind block here, but it doesn't seem to be doing nothing. Maybe that'll help. Got my chair in the way. I'm gonna try to move it here.
That's what's going to be. 65?
There's a boat. A couple boats on that shore. Let me see if I can focus on them. I don't know, it's pretty hard at this low perspective. assign this little wheel instead of the ring. Alright, I'm going to try something else too. Hang on. Airboat. Disturbing the air. I'm going to try another setting. Got a fish jumping in front of me here. Plus it's also hard to focus this bad boy in. Maybe I ought to leave it right there. Don't look too bad. That wind would stop blowing though. That's what's messing it all up.
Yeah, we just got it.
Yeah, well, I was sitting there and I opened the window and I felt that come in.
Look how the focus goes in and out. Let me see if I can.
I don't feel so bad. But I did.
Stars.
Wow.
Can't wake it up just about every hour. Well, or it can't. Hard of it. Couldn't get the wrong way. That's what I was swimming.
I got that. Yeah, I put it together this morning. And that works, but I don't know. I'm going to hold it with and it's shut in the head. It's still going to shut in the head. It's more like that.
Got some travel proof. Does it have to travel through that?
Alright, I'm going to try another setting.
I do have to break in, man. It was like looking at a heat wave over the top of a hot road, just like me trying to focus in on a mirage. But the thing is, it isn't a mirage. It is the boats that I'm seeing, and it isn't refraction pulling it up over the curve.
Have to leave the lock off now. Can't hit the AEL lock.
Shower.
Look at that, it does not want to focus in at this low of a setting.
it's funny because sometimes I'm up on that deck behind me, up 10 feet, 9 feet, whatever it is, with the tripod, the height of the deck, and the tide being way out, and I can't see this stuff. So here I'm at 2 feet, and I'm seeing boats on the other side, going on the other side of these islands. And I'm telling you, sometimes you can't even see that when it's mirroring really bad.
See if I can slowly zoom it in and get it better.
Water drops like no fire.
I'm gonna have to go to manual focus.
I do have a lot more footage of this. So, like I say, upon request, I'll upload more of it. Some of the footage that I had after this was even better. I think the visibility got a little bit better at one point, and you could really see some good stuff. And then I even went back later on that evening and got some good stuff that really shows how the mirroring took over after I had left and went home to eat.